Hey, what's up, family? Everybody who's watching right now, tuning in, I highly appreciate your viewership. If you're one of the subscribers, you're one of the ones, man. Y'all keep this thing going, and I appreciate you more than you know. If this is your first time here, welcome. Something must have caught your attention. Hopefully, I can keep it. This is no cap fragrance reviews where I give it to you 100% of the time, because that's what you do with family. I give it to you straight, no chaser, no cap, just like some of my testers. And hey, I know y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all here for a reason. Y'all ready to get a little powdery with the overdose of irons that I got for you? Yeah, man, we're going to figure out which of these bangers bang the most. We have right here that I'm showing you right now. You see it on the table. We have Camaro Homme Intense by Pandora Scents, which is cloning Dior Homme Intense. We also have FOMO Gary's Den, which is by Fragrance by.ca. They created this, and this is a clone of Dior Homme Parfum. And we also have giving you a little bit of something from every direction. This is from the rack stores. This is from a company called Privé, which the name of it is Illusion Intense. It is also a clone of Dior Homme Intense. Now, I'll let you know just straight from the jump. These are, because there's been some speculation, this is cloning the 2011 version of Dior Homme Intense, because when you look at the notes, this one is as well. You look at the notes, it's the notes with the pear and the ambrette and the iris and the musky notes. Everything, the notes are the same. That's what it's cloning. So that's what we're comparing it to. Whenever I get a decant of the original 2011 Dior Homme Intense, that's what I'm comparing it to, and let you know if that's exactly what it is. So right off, I'll let you know I am wearing these two right now. I've been wearing these all day, kind of trying to get a feel for them, and going to let you know right now how I feel like they compare. So let's go ahead and get a little refresher here for the top notes. Well, the opening. And let's get this right here. Oh, that's beautiful in the air, man. It's smelling good in here. Alright, so I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all want to know which one is the best. I don't know if I can really tell you which one is the best, but I'm definitely going to let you know which one does what and who does what better and when to wear them. So, right off on the test strip, you definitely know that these are going for the same neck, as you would say. This is the DNA of Dior Homme Intense, but the approach is definitely different. Right off the bat, you know that this one is a screamer, as they say. It's a little screechy or whatever, and this one is a bit toned down yet smoother, in my opinion. So I can compare it to something like this. If you from the South or anywhere where guys pump their music, they bumping their music and everything, and the person who playing there is the loudest, it's a little distortion. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit more bass than you do the actual words or something like that. Well, this one is the guy that's a little bit more reserved and is playing playing a little lower, because the women don't want to get in a car that's boom, 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 banging. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get it twisted and saying that I'm saying that this is better than this. I'm just saying the approach is different. Now, they both have a buttery smooth iris. This will jump off the skin just a little more. But this one is a little bit sweeter. The concentration is a little bit more on that pear, and it just gets to the sweetness faster than this one. Now, I've had these on for about 4 hours, and I can still smell them both. Of course, this one is a little bit more prominent, and like I told you before, if you watch my previous videos, this is going to get you 8 to 10 hours, 10 plus on clothing. And this one, my first wearing was like 4 hours, 6 if you spray it on clothing. But what I'm hoping is that maceration does happen. Because I know you would think when you buy these in rack stores, these sit on the counter, people spray them all the time. But not all of them get sprayed, because just like I used to, you walk past the open ones, you know what I'm saying? $15.99, $14.99. I know that's some cheap shit that ain't worth nothing. And how wrong we were. Well, some of them still are, but they have been mixing in these clone gems, and this is kind of one of them. I'm hoping that setting this up, because it already feels like it's gotten a little better after the week I've had it, and let it macerate some, and hopefully I get some better out of it, but it still does the DNA well. Like I was saying, they're both buttery smooth. This one's a little, does it differently and projects and going to be more longevity. So that one definitely has its path, and it tones down. The initial spray it kicks up, but like if it was date night or something, I initially would say if you're gonna go tone down and just more of a close encounter scent, this works better maybe. But this is going to tone down and give you the exact same thing. Like, it's not a clubbing fragrance, don't get me wrong. It just screams more than this one. Now, let's get to this right here. Gary's Den, Dior Homme Parfum. Is it redundant to what Dior Homme Intense does? So, I kind of know the answer, but let's get a refresher. Alright. The notes of this one is a bit different. I don't have them pulled up. I'm just going to tell you what I actually get. Now, definitely a different approach than these two. You get more nuances of other stuff other than just iris and ambery musk and notes like that. You get a little citrus in the top of this. There is some bergamot, and it's done well, but the iris is definitely there right off the bat. It's another buttery, smooth iris, vanillic undertones. Quickly starts to just settle into, it's not linear, but quickly starts to settle into what you expect from all of these, which is just a nice powdery, waxy iris with some hints. Iris is a very interesting note, y'all. It is like a chameleon of fragrance notes. It can attach itself and adapt with anything you put to it. You can put a little citrus on top of it, it brings it out. You can add some cardamom, tobacco, whatever you want to mix with iris, man. It adapts and just amps up everything. It has that smoothness, powdery, vanillic, like musky tones. It just has everything. It's just like a Swiss Army knife of, notes. Of a fragrance note. And that, I say that to say the different nuances of each of these kind of makes it its own thing. Now, these are duping the same thing, of course. So you have to say that they could be redundant. But the differences are what I've already stated, how the approach is. I would say, even if I had this, if I saw this, if you see this in a rack store for $15, it's a steal. Next time I go, if I see another one, I'm going to buy another one. Because if nothing else, you can spray it on to stretch out what you already got. They mix well together. Like I said, I wore both of them today, and it was just, man, beautiful. So, on the skin with Gary's Den, again, that buttery iris, that little bit of citrus in the top. It's a gorgeous scent. It definitely projects. This one is definitely, not going to say beast mode, but yeah, they're going to smell it. You probably could call it beast mode, especially when it lasts 12 hours. So, these two are your long-lasting ones. Can't go wrong. And would you be wrong to own both of them? No. Could you get away with just owning one of them? Sure, but they don't do exactly the same things. They're in the same family. They're in the same vein. That's like saying I have two twins. They both have different personalities. Would I be okay with just one of them? Can I just let the dad keep this one? Like on the movies when you see twins are split up or whatever, that parent is missing something, not having the other twin. They may be the same, but they have their own characteristics and own personalities. So that's how I feel about these. Though they are very close, very similar, there's times where each of them will do its own thing. All of them, you can dress them up or dress them down. Very date night appropriate, either one of those. They're all office safe or whatever. This is a business, meetings, first impressions, all that kind of stuff. All of these are fall, wintertime. Definitely in a controlled environment, you can get away with any of them. This one right here, because it's so kind of light, spring, summer, I would go a little easy on the trigger with any of these, any powdery scent if it's high heat. You don't want to go over powdery in the high heat anywhere. So, yeah, man, if you're looking for these, it's kind of with your preference. You know what I'm saying? Not that you would need to go buy both of these together right off. I need both of those. No. But, like, if you got one, you've gotten down to the bottom of it, and now, you know what I'm saying, don't go breaking the bank trying to get both of them at the same time, but now you're ready to try this out, go ahead. Go for it. And for $15, man, you can't beat it. I'm just saying, it gives you, and it's a pressurized atomizer. Milestone has to have something to do with this. And like I said, it's different. The sweetness in the top, it comes off. They're not the same in the opening, but they definitely have the same DNA. But anyway, man, that's the most I can break it down for y'all. I hope that helps. I hope that lets you know which direction you should go. I love having all three of them, but I don't suggest you do all three. And leads me to say, if you want to try any of these, coming very soon, taking longer than I expected, but I've already spoken to let y'all know that I have a website coming called Share My Collection, where you can get samples of any of my fragrances, and the proceeds of that goes back into the channel. I'm not doing a Patreon where you just give me money for nothing. If you want to experience these without having to jump out and do it, blind buying these like I do, you can share my collection. All right, man. Thanks for watching again. If this was your first time and you're still here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you won't miss nothing. Welcome to the family. Until the next one.